Attacking is very easy, anyone can do it, but what are you going to do in defense? In this particular position, it's White's turn. Can you find what White played in order to stop Caruana aggressive initiative? So, coming up. Dealing with white pieces, start the game with d4 and Caruana replied with d5. We have c4, c6, the Slav defense, knight to f3, knight c6, knight c3, and now d takes c4. An interesting variation. Of course, black can choose many other moves. And now white played this move a4 in order to stop this b5 idea. And after that, we'd like to pick up, to scoop it up this pawn on c4 with a move knight to e5. We have bishop c5, knight e5, e6. Everything is natural and nice. Unfortunately, black cannot protect, cannot keep his extra pawn. So white will have compensation for sure. We have f3, bishop b4, knight takes c4, and short castling. And now Dean played a very interesting move here. He played king f2. A very interesting move. First, when I saw that game, that move, I believe that after f3, his main idea is to put the pawn on e4. But not only that, he would like to hide his king there, and after that to develop his pieces. And he didn't castling short side because he would like to launch a king side attack. For example, he can play something like h4, g4, and after that h5, try to attack there. This is an idea, and when the position is closed, it's extremely difficult for a player to do something against this king. Caruana tried here, and he found a very interesting move. He played this move e5, a very nice, interesting move, not the best, but interesting. He would like to open up the diagonal g1 a7, this one, and after that he would like to give a check here on c5. This is the idea. So we have e5, knight takes e5, bishop c2, another very inspiring move with a lot of imagination. He played bishop c2, and the idea is if queen just capture there, then he can recapture on d4, giving a double attack. The knight and the king is under attack, so he is going to gain material, and black is better here. What a move, right? Bishop c2. So after bishop c2, of course, Dean didn't capture the bishop. He played queen d2, and now Caruana tried again to open up the position with the move c5. He would like to open up that position in any case. We have d5, of course, Dean playing defensively. He would like to keep the position closed. Now we have bishop to b3, attacking that pawn on d5 once again, and now e4. It looks like that white is a pawn up, right? And he has some problems now with his king. But if black give him some moves, then he can organize his defense, organize his pieces, and the extra pawn will tell. So Caruana here played very aggressively, and he would like to create threats. He played rook e8, the knight on e5 is under attack, queen f4, and c4. He would like to open this diagonal in any case, you see, and finally he made it. Now the diagonal is open, and he can give this check on c5. Now we have knight takes c4, knight d7, bishop e3, try to blockade everything, knight f8, creating another maneuver here. He would like to put the knight on g6, and after that to create something against white's king side, but white's king is safe here because white have a lot of pieces around him, and it looks okay. And the next moves is something like bishop e2, bring the rooks in the center, and everything will be fine. White will have an extra pawn, right? So we have bishop to d4, protecting everything, knight g6, and queen f5. In the lion's mouth, he went forward with the queen, right? We have this exchange, bishop takes c4, bishop takes c4, queen c7, attacking the bishop, on c4, and now we have bishop to e2 back. And as you can see, Dean played very well, because this bishop is a powerful piece here, protecting c3, protecting the king from this diagonal, and everything looks nice here for white. It's difficult to see counterplay with black. So black is forced to exchange that powerful bishop. Bishop c5 is the move, and we have the exchanges here, king f1, and black has some compensation because the king is still in the center of the board, and the rook from a1 cannot join the game very easily. This rook cannot enter the game. So we have h6, rook d1, queen b6, try to attack now the pawn on b2. Ding is forced to protect everything. Rook d2, queen e3, queen c2, and here step by step white is trying to stabilize his position. Black has some counterplay, but maybe it's not enough. We have a6, maybe it's a little slow, this one. And what are you going to do now with white? It's white's turn. And of course, when your opponent attacking you, then you should exchange queens. For that reason, Ding played here queen to h3 with the idea to bring the queen back to g3 to g3 and f2, try to exchange queens, and after that everything will be just fine. For that reason, Caruana tried to do something, and he played b5, sacrificing another pawn in order to open up the a line. And you can see if this rook can jump on a1, then it can create a lot of problems with the queen. So we have queen to g3, b4 attacking the knight, knight d1, queen b3 now attacking the rook, and a4 pawn as well. So Caruana will capture back one pawn, but here Ding managed to stabilize his position, to put everything in together, to work together. We have rook d1, Caruana captured a pawn, but now queen f2. The only problem now is the rook from h8, because this rook is not active. But these knights cannot do anything here, doesn't have any good squares, and the pawns are solidly protect everything. It's like a shield in front of the king, and it's really difficult for black to create something here. Black has a long-term plan, of course, to start pushing that pawn on a5, a4, a3, something like that, but he is a little slow. So we have queen to b7, g3, queen h3 again, and king g1. You can see that step by step black is cannot create any more threats, any more problems, and white will move forward with his pieces. He will going to organize them. For example, he can play something like king f1, and after that king g2. He can move the bishop back, and after that liberate finally this rook from h1. This could be the plan. And when you are defending, you have a key ability. This key ability is patience. You need patience in order to wait and step by step improve your position. You cannot do it immediately. If you are a very impulsive person, then you might have problems. Now we have a5. Black doesn't have a lot of things to do, so he moved forward with his natural plan, a5, a4. We have queen d4, create everything very nicely here, centralize his pieces. Now we have knight h5. Of course, some tricks can happen here. For example, he would like to sacrifice the knight there, but it's not enough, because after knight f2, the queen is under attack. The queen should go back, and you can see now that finally white managed to put everything together, and now it's very difficult. He played f4, another very strong move. The knight here from f2 is fantastic, because it's protecting that square on e4, put more extra pressure, extra support here on light squares. And right now, after the move f4, this bishop is liberating, and few moves back it was buried behind that pawn, but right now it is attacking the knight on h5, control a lot of squares, so it's a good piece. We have a sacrifice. What else to do? He have to sacrifice now in order to create some counterplay, and Caruana played correctly here. We have knight takes, knight h takes f4, g takes f4, knight takes f4, king f1. Again, he is running towards to the center of the board, but we don't have any problem there, because black cannot create any strong attack. And you can see we have a new line open for white pieces, the g line. Queen to d6, rook g1, f6. This is an important move, because you can see queen and rook now is threatening checkmate here on g7. So we have f6, bishop b5, and finally this bishop came into the life. We have rook e7, overprotecting everything, and b3. This is fantastic, because look at that. Then what he did, he is attacking the rook, and after rook e7 he put b3, and now the pawns are blockaded. He is caring too much about the enemy counterplay, and usually many people don't do that, just play his own moves, don't care about what the opponent will do, but we should do about the opponent moves. Now we have rook f8. Finally Caruana should do something. He cannot do anything in the queen side. For that reason he is focusing in the king side. We have rook c1. Finally, step by step, white is improving the position of his pieces. We have knight e6, a trick. We cannot capture the knight, of course, because the queen is hanging there. So we have queen to e3, and now knight g5. Try to create some problems, try to attack here on e4, but you can see piece is a piece now, and especially this knight on f2 is a fantastic defensive piece. If you put your knight close to your king, then everything will be fine. We have h4, knight f7, rook c6, attacking the queen, queen d8, queen c7, attacking again, queen d8, and now we have the diagram position. What are you going to do now? You have a lot of good moves here, but Ding played rook takes f6, a very nice move. The pawn is pinned, cannot capture the rook first of all, and after king h8, now he played rook f5. He won. Now black lost one piece completely, white is a piece up. He played rook to c7, tried to attack the queen, but after bishop c6, you can see he blocked this, sealed this file, and black cannot do anything against the c file. The position is winning now for white. a4, he captured here with b takes a4, b3, try to create some counterplay, and finally this rook played an active role. He is a goalkeeper. He would like to join the game and capture that pawn. This is the idea. We have b2, rook to b3, the goalkeeper is there to stop the pawn, and we have knight d6, the rook is under attack here on f5. We have exchanges here, rook takes b2, and you can see everything is over because black doesn't have any trick here, and white is a piece up and two pawns. The game continues with queen f4, rook b8 check, king h7, and queen c2. He is threatening something, and he is threatening to go forward with a pawn e5 and create a check. So rook e7, we have a check here, knight f5 to block everything, but queen e4, you can see white is he would like to exchange pieces. We have a check, king g2, g6, try to protect the knight, but after rook b3 he resigned because now he cannot do a lot of things. We can start pushing the pawns, for example, forward, and maybe not immediately like that, but he doesn't have a lot of moves. Maybe we can play e6 and after that penetrate with the queen in the dark squares. Okay, the position is winning, piece is a piece, and Dean managed to win that game. Did you ever manage to win a game like that? Do you have problems in the defense, or you are playing very well? What is your opinion? Do you like defense or attack more? It's a question of the day. Thank you very much and see you soon.